Yeah, what's up? Oh, too loud maybe. Too loud maybe. How we doing, everyone? Yo. Ah. What's up, everyone? Good morning. Good morning.
PRX.
Alex said he would eat Wingman in his food instead of Dizzy. Nice. You're asking the real questions.
First series of the day, PRX and DFM. Now, DFM says that they've prepared for the aggression that a team like PRX can bring, but many teams in VCT regions all over the world will agree that you can prep all you want for PRX, you will never be fully prepared.
That is 100% true. There is no way you're ever fully prepared for this team until you
miracles can happen. Asking is a DFM fan.
Some teams can get a handle on it, but I think
yeah,
DFM,
but
look, they have a shot. They always do. It's just going up against the #1 team in Pacific right now.
Maybe
who
not
look really
today.
comfortable so far at this stage. Only one slip up on Haven, really. Other than that, they've looked really clean. In my mind, in my eyes, PRX has fixed a lot of the problems they had at Shanghai pretty quickly. So this is going to be a tough match for DFM.
Absolutely. And another thing here is how well can they really connect, you know, the capabilities of May to the rest of the team. Sure, again, DFM, we know how strong they can be when
they forget to let the assistant coach in the huddle.
But the thing is, it feels like they haven't
Hopefully
really
they open
found
up.
that groove, that kind of lock in as a team.
Is this the start of 100 Thieves downfall?
Reach that next level from the looks of things. On the side of PRX, it's just them kind
There's a
of
chance.
tweaking out some of the maybe.
I'm worried for them. I mean, I said it on Plat Chat, and I'm worried for them.
Been working out too well for them, but so far it's been pretty good. And again, here in the playoffs, they're now in the playoffs. They're just looking for more of those championship points.
I mean, I feel like yesterday, with regards to Bleed versus Gen G, right? Talked a lot about eureka moments for the side of Bleed, for example. I feel like DFM have actually had those eureka moments already in the past, like as compared to Bleed that we were still waiting for it. Probably had it yesterday, but DFM, they have had it already. What they need to struggle with right now is really managing to find that spark, keep it ignited.
Devastating.
Right, exactly. The protocols need to be a lot better. Everything needs to be cleaner for
Whose
DFM
name
here
is
today.
this, bro?
It needs to look different than it has so far.
Steven
We'll see if
Liggy's
it is
belly
indeed clean. We'll
button
toss
has
it
gifted
over
us
to
up.
Will and Tilkilios.
Thank
you very
you.
much. Hello. Yes, let's get ready to get into the action. PRX, they're already in a very solid spot, as it turns out. DFM eliminated.
We're
already have a
getting
top
more
16,
unhinged.
but
Thank you, Levan. Appreciate the gifted.
Go into those
Steven.
playoffs could certainly change.
Yeah, it could change a lot, quite frankly, right? They're all very neck and neck. A lot of the teams tied up next to each other. So these remaining matches, they could have a huge impact because obviously the first two seeds are going to have that huge advantage.
HZ,
one step closer to go directly
RDZ.
into champions. And if you're not in the
Appreciate
top
the Prime,
two,
mate.
then you're going to have to go
Thank you
to the
very much
single
for that.
elimination part of the playoffs, which obviously that could be a heartbreak.
Yes, it certainly can be, and we had plenty of that back in Stage 1. So teams definitely want to be avoiding that at all costs, and we still just don't really know who's going to be able to get it done. So we'll see how they fare, though, going into this matchup here. Obviously, odds very much stacked against DFM. They have made waves. They have had some incredible performances. But PRX
Team get
right now
points
here
in
Stage 2,
split
have been
2
looking like a different
playoffs,
beast.
yes.
As Paperthin was just saying, seems like they very quickly have just fixed all of the issues that we were seeing from them over at Master Shanghai.
Yeah, you know, the overconfidence, kind of the individual plays that started to creep up a little bit too much. They've really gotten rid of that. And even against
Kicking
matches where they
X,
looked just
kicking
dominant already, those would be
QCK
the
didn't
matches where
fix
they would go
anything
the
for
craziest.
Loud. In
But
fact, it
coming
might
into
have
Stage 2,
created
we've
more
seen them just
issues.
say, hey, let's calm things down, right? Take the foot off the pedal a little bit. We know we're dominating,
I think
but
that
let's
might
just
be
make
fair to
sure
say.
that we're able to close it out. Don't
I
give
think
anybody heart
I think
attacks,
probably
and
long
let's just
term
go smooth
they might be a
sailing
little bit
throughout
better.
Stage 2.
But they're still
I mean,
definitely
honestly, if PRX can do that for the entirety
I
of
just
Stage
feel
2,
so
I
loud.
think they are going to
Change
be
it slightly.
one of the scariest teams in the world.
I feel like
Slingshots them right back to,
Yes.
kind of where they
Bank
were
Harders
right there.
maybe
Yes.
needing a
So,
bit of
yeah,
time
that's
for the
big
team play.
be the case, then you better watch out. And Gen G better be
Yeah.
watching their backs a little
Yeah,
bit. It's gonna be
I
another
think
Pacific team who's gonna be
I think like the
looking
year
for that
out
trophy. So
also is
we'll see how they
showing.
do fare, but I mean, big matchup that we have in mind coming into this series here is, of
Again,
course,
not with shooting or anything. Yeah, more with what Zura said. More with like comms and just retakes and being together and having like an instant plan.
How does he fare against two of the best in the region?
It looks like at the moment he needs to be
He's
micromanaged.
putting up very similar numbers that he's had, obviously, back in Challengers Japan, now here against the top dogs of Pacific. Composition-wise, no changes from either side. DFM have been sticking with the Harbor Viper on one of the few
Can't just
teams to
expect
still
results
remain
straight away.
with that
Yeah,
dual
sometimes it
controller setup. You
happens.
still got the
And you get
Killjoy,
some like
but
sick
this
honeymoon
does mean
period.
that, no
Sometimes
flashes, so
it
you're
doesn't,
purely
and you
working
just
off
gotta
of
grind
searching
for
off
it.
the map one by one with your screens, whereas PRX, you still got Forsaken on that KO to set up some explosive executes and entries, and then of course Jing on that Battle Sage.
All right, well.
Am I surprised about Sentinels being back this good? No, not really. I think it always kind of, I don't know. When you're in a team, you know how brutal it is when you just like working week. Like when it's like this, and you're just working 6-7 days a week for 5 weeks. You see your performance slowly go down. Yeah, Valorant is a lot about like peaking for sure and being at like your peak. You could tell after Madrid, it's just a lot of demos, a lot of change up they have to make with no time. DFM on defense, PRX on attack. I'm freak with Sheriff. The bodies are so loud today. Oh my god.
In this very first round.
Looks like it's just going to be one Sheriff here across both teams. That's in the hands of Mindfreak. Ghosts abound here for DFM. Already a bit of a pacing.
They are absolutely sending it.
Something gets himself wrapped around back yellow.
Yeah, now DFM, they had emptied this entirely.
Oh, dash,
all
on the right.
So they have to be having a solid plan. Now Snowman being taken over by PRX, I love that. That expands their post plan quite a bit, and a nice shot from Mindfreak to open things up.
Finds one, but it's going to be traded out as May is able to find return
Dude,
fire.
it's such a everyone's been doing this kind of pistol, right? Where they take Snowman.
Just to go ahead and heal up some of the damage from that early turret. Just is able to find one. Now May swinging forward.
Man, he's so crispy.
Now last man standing in a 1v2. Sessimadus on the opposite side, but Spike has been planted. Time is ticking. See if the Sultan can isolate and conquer. Shots across, and that's going to be Medusa down to 40, but he's just holding for this defuse.
Oh my god.
Reading that, swings back out, finds him through the smoke. Now Sess trying to go for the stick. Spy playing around with time here, utilizing it against him.
Damn, bro, Devi played that unreal.
It's going to be a 3K
shout out to May, shout out to Devi. Like, they both did insane here.
I mean, you had the half. This looked like such a doable round for DFM. May with a great swing around out from the site itself to wrap around Snowman as his teammates draw a lot of attention in the back of the site. But Devi, I mean, you just know that he's going to be the reliable clutch man. I thought he was kind of done going for the spams, right? He kind of spammed through on the first reload and decided to see if they would push him. But he does just decides to go for one.
Do you have any idea how the draws to group for champs will work? Probably some 1 to 4 seeding. 4 regions, 1 to 4. Each group has 1 to 4 of random regions.
That's not seeing too much here. But obviously a very strong suspicion of what is occurring.
They take Snowman again.
To see if they can try to deal some additional damage. PRX has invested quite a bit.
Oh, at one point, DFM are going to have to play someone Snowman if they keep doing this.
Just backs up. And these are the moments we've talked about, right? In the past, he might have swung out 1, 2, maybe 3 more times as his teammates just get all the kills. And
holy, that is a fast round right there.
But he just
fast round, 3 armory buys,
and
no one goes down.
Not all just tunnel visioning on the kill that you saw on your own screen. And these are the small little changes that PRX has been looking for to try to go that extra mile.
Flawless fashion, all weapons retained. It's going to be a very powerful PRX moving forward here into the bonus. Nice fan out, snappy shots here from PRX overall. Just be able to collect these kills, deny that damage coming through, even with the Sheriff investments. Is waiting for that high five.
They usually eventually get it, even if it's on the replay. Devi will have that outlaw as well. So still could do some solid damage as we do have 2 people with the half armors, May and Anthem. Some crucial members as well, right? The 2 that really have been trying to lead the team by example with their frags.
Okay, first big buy round.
Continuing to just
and
not apply any pressure
PRX
towards that
played
A site.
slow.
Continue to play around B. Maybe having assessed that widely DFM just like to leave Cess by himself in this position. They think that they can go ahead and overwhelm. So Jiggle peek out. Yep, spots at least a couple players there. Slow Orb going to be coming through. Flash connecting, but no one swinging. PRX still biding their time with this. That means the DFM don't begin to rotate quite just yet.
Medusa's position is very good, though. As we do
Oh,
see Sess
shout
getting
out
that
to
opening
him
kill.
there.
He's holding strong. He has to hold strong because he doesn't have much backup.
Finds the second one. Spike now isolated here. Back yellow.
I think they might have done a little bit of research. This guy's playing anti-flash, I'm pretty sure. Oh my god, there's been a lot of nice shots on this. Holy hell. What a stacked server, man.
Scooping up that Guardian.
That looks impossible to play against.
25 seconds remaining, though. And he's going to make the call to try to rotate off here, or at least maybe audio bait. Medusa is here, and yeah, looks like they're going to be committing to this.
Yeah, Medusa decides not to swing for
15
it. Doesn't want to go
seconds.
for a potential 1v2 swing.
They are really running out of time. As in, I'm not even sure they got
You
this.
said it. Time's running out. It's going to have to turn into a 1v2 most likely on the plan.
Should be able to just about get it.
Holy, out in the open.
Now Neth, yep, just swinging out, able to take him down. This one getting a bit overcooked from the side of PRX. They end up dropping this one as DFM will not allow for that bonus conversion. Still though,
Yeah, just had to send it over towards B here, or at least when they're putting up the smoke towards middle, just had to swing out Joel.
And a lot of this, I think, revolves around the fact that Medusa was pushed up so far, so he would know exactly when the rotate would happen. So they are feeling comfy that Anthem is there just to provide a little bit
I
of
wish we
extra
got this
backup.
replayed like,
Sess
what,
accepts that he just has
half
to
a
fight for
second
kills.
earlier? I wanted to
And
see
then
like
once that
properly
happens,
where the
Neth
flash
doesn't
went.
have to use his utility until they know the execute's happening. That high tide comes out, slows PRX down enough that they're not able to push through on that bonus.
some shades of Shanghai.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when have we ever seen PRX pretty much run out of time? PRX played too slow.
Across the board between these two teams.
We ever seen that? Surely not. There's actually no way we've ever seen that before.
And DFM once again taking hard control of mid, so just making sure that they know the options of the rotates that are possible for PRX.
Waiting, Cloudburst coming down, just decides to go ahead and drop off. Self-protected is something, able to steady the aim, finds a headshot, and that's going to be taken down. Harbor now eliminated from the side of DFM.
The DFM's wall is like a lot further to the right than other teams do. Like, it gives you a little bit more space on 410. Like people do it leaning out. Normally I don't think it leans out this
you can't
much.
double team this, and your credits aren't looking great. Anthem's trying to make a move for it.
Back to the usual. Lot faster from PRX, and
but
just
PRX is playing this so well. I mean, they're
get
bunched up
overwhelmed.
on the site. No one is overextending. They've all got each other covered at the very least to make sure they can get the trades. Yeah, that should be the signal for him to just say, all right, listen, they're not giving me an easy pick, and no one is coming out 1v1ing Sess either.
Yep, will just be the back away. Sess just pulling all the way towards that B garage, just in case. And that's going to be PRX not allowed.
Lynch_G with the prime. Thank you so much, man.
3-1.
Thanks for the support. Thanks for the 4 months, mate.
Fully being able to come through for the side of the DFM to make that a bit more of an even matchup. I have to just opt to hold on to the weaponry.
Yeah, so DFM is playing with quite a bit of commitment on saying, hey, we're going to take control of mid so that when we do know the rotates come through, we can be ahead of them. But what if they just never rotate, right? I mean, you have to have that prepared. Maybe you're always going to have some good retakes, but you all have to be on the same page. And that just did not happen here on the A site. So it might not even matter that PRX never
the one big thing that DFM definitely could have talked about here is because Killjoy started leaning over towards middle a little bit. But Killjoy doesn't need to lean middle unless they actually throw this smoke. Because they committed the smoke here, they had turret up the whole time. This guy right here doesn't need to be doing any of this. If the smoke isn't committed middle.
Go ahead and resheath them. PRX just poking and prodding.
Where's the smoke? Okay, smoke is.
Well, Sess is quite far ahead on green. He's gonna get first contact, but
yeah, I kind of like this from. Kind of love this from Mindfreak though. Because in theory, the comms that should have happened from DFM now were hold on, they used the turret, they used the smoke over towards A, so the turret can just be middle, and then we don't have to worry about middle. And literally, as soon as you're making that adjustment, they send one middle to break your turret.
Rotate through green with the rest of the team. Reckoning at the ready, now going to be sent in. Neth, they're trying to open things up, but May is already taken down. Forsaken finds a headshot. That likely shatters DFM's opportunity to try to get a retake going here now in a 3v5.
PRX has a performance coach. Who's this now? Wow, bro. You got Alex is really getting some help. Kind of sick. Performance coach and assistant coach.
PRX just decides to rotate right off of the first piece of intel they get. I mean, DFM, they have been accustomed to the fact that PRX was just tunnel visioning onto each site, one at a time on each round. So
they've apparently always had a performance coach.
I'm going to take forward control because we think we have that leisure. And that's when he gets punished. And on top of that, a little bit of a mismatch in the utility being used. I mean, the devs talked about this where that's the part that DFM now needs to upgrade. But you had your own high tide out and then the reckoning, so you couldn't really capitalize on the opponent scurrying away from that ultimate.
Still no timeout call here for the side of DFM. Maybe wanting to see how things fare in this thrifty attempt and then pump the brakes ahead of the next buy. Again, still just Cess here. Back yellow, the lone sheriff in his hands. Try to make a difference.
I like that early cloudburst just to see if there's a reaction off of it as well. Try to put yourself into a better angle right around that one way.
Rotate call is good here from DFM.
Waiting for the wall, just cut sound. Oh, there's yeah, they're waiting for the smoke, and now there's a new wall.
Arbor wall comes through.
And I like what DFM are doing. Like,
cutting noise, trying to see.
I mean, this comp theory is good at going over towards yellow, but they're down for fighting it.
And then maybe just go for the rotate. I mean, you've already spotted so many people. You have mid control. Yeah, there's no reason to stick for this. Devi's still gonna get a kill.
He does, but Anthem's able to trade it out.
Yeah, and that's a gun down that maybe they can get as well, especially with the wall cover and the recon. So they pick up a gun. Gotta be speeding up on this one. I'm freaking just chill here though and hear the sound.
Oh, my freak. Yeah, he's getting ready.
He hears the footsteps. Medusa gonna have to try to find some form of value here on the site itself.
Medusa needs to be careful. There's guns in the show. What a shot!
Swung on. Medusa finds the first headshot.
Wow, man, that actually did great on this run.
Forsaken puts him down to 40, and this is a very
yeah, a lot up to something.
Two rifles in hand, a 3v2, something. Way in the back.
We missed the jump.
Up in towards Raptors, perhaps. I'm not going to be spotting much of anything. Fragment now going to be sent out. Trying to hold him at May. Finds a headshot. Forsaken going to be taken down. Up drafts. Gets himself situated here. We're at the top of sight. They know where something's at. They know he's going to be here alone, but he's able to find the first one. May going to be taken down. Swing from Cess about to come through. Sends up with the cloud burst.
Wow. It's so impressive how he's handled this. Oh, that was too impressive, though. He managed to isolate them every single time, moving position to make sure it was always a 1v1. That's cool. Yeah, they had some nice shots in general here. I like the plan to just punish them over towards B as well.
Coming up here on the B side.
This is just a nice round to watch. Everyone really.
Against the lurk, they're able to continue with that extra rifle pickup. And that's all they need.
Maybe the only thing I would say is this guy in middle can like tuck in instead of dueling.
He did his darndest to isolate the 1v1s. I mean, he was dancing around.
I'm only saying that because he lost the duel.
But DFM just playing it patient, knowing they have the time.
Well, now an op in hand here for May.
So they get around. There's two people that can't buy, and they're up against 4 ults, and if they lose the round, they have to eco because they're going to get reset. So, big round for PRX. You want to see him use. I mean, they can overuse ults.
Where PRX will get even more aggressive. They have that liberty to do so. Ooh, barely.
Right as Device went through, and I'm curious if Devi actually caught a glimpse there, but now Pit going to be in play.
Oh, they were already on the site. DFM, you're going to have to kind of commit to this, but the lockdown there, you're going to have to give it up. I mean, that hit.
I mean, super far forward. This is going to flush them out. It looks like, in all likelihood,
Viper? This Viper gets spammed.
The rest of the team can keep him protected.
Oh, they're on the hunt. Yeah, I mean, something knows exactly what the game plan is.
They even had a fragment at his feet, basically, so he was dead to rights. The Pit now.
Yeah, that just won't work against a good team.
They're finding one. Something going to have to pull back on 410. Jing up over the top, finding Medusa now dropping down. 0-1 to try to slow up any further util, but Defiant something both going to be eliminated here. Anthem at low HP though, snapping the headshot. He is Forsaken, takes him out, finds the follow-up. Neth will fall. 3 players
nice
still
and simple
alive.
for PRX, to be honest.
For DFM to get 2 consecutive rounds.
Yeah, I mean DFM tried something, and that's just not going to work against
It's just a lockdown to counter out the Pit. The advantages of PRX just being so far ahead on the scoreboard, just with their frags, with their early calls, with the all-ins on each side. And once the Pit goes away, right, you still have the operator. Sure, he trades it for a rifle, but you had to sacrifice it. I don't mind the call to stay in the Pit.
Why is the Viper's position so obvious? So it's an ult that's been used since 20... I think. It's an ult that
That or just
been used since 2022, the beginning of it.
I mean, listen, they did their.
Like literally everyone calls it Xerxia ult, and the team that used it religiously when they had the ult. It's from Scary, yeah. And everyone knows that the safest place is pretty much where you do it from, like in this box, like the furthest place back. So that's where you're gonna be.
Nope.
It's just been in the game for too long.
That's the rough part. I mean, listen, this composition, it, quite frankly, yes, it kind of suits DFM, right? They want to play slow. They want to play very step-by-step. They want to be able to kind of go through these checkpoints.
Same one ult. The ult's really strong, though. Like, the whole plan of the ult is it covers, like, all of this plant spot, right? The whole main plant spot. And then if they get towards the back of side, they're like, what, 10, 1 HP? You have like, if you do it well, you can actually, like, it improved a little bit. You can actually stand here. Like, if you have a better lineup than what they did, you can actually tuck behind top of heaven, and it can reach the back right wall, so there's just no spaces. So they could definitely improve in terms of the lineup with the ult. But it is very, very strong. It's very hard to go through a wall and go through an ult and take the site. You normally have to go to the left side of site, and then you have no map control and you just lose. Although it's like a common ult, it's common for a reason. It's incredible.
Yeah,
and then most teams used to use it with like a turret just to get early info so that you don't have to use it off the bat. You could kind of wait for them to get past this point, then use the ult, and then you don't waste it.
With a classic too.
What a shot, man.
That's not Forsaken. That's going to force out the res, and Jing brings something back into the fold. And they're going to start rotating their way.
This is a good call to get out of there.
Anthem still here with a Vandal.
Because they only don't know where Anthem is.
I do like that they're planting Mind Freak deeper into mid.
This guy's going to hit a running.
Extra option once again, because you still have 40 seconds. Lots of time to work with.
Medusa working his way forward.
Yeah, he just had no idea they could be this close.
That Vandal now just left on the floor.
I actually love what Mind Freak's been doing. He's been mixing everything up great. Like, it really feels like he's constantly thinking about like how what he did in the last round and how they're going to be playing because of that.
Multi-layer lurks here from PRX, and once they know they have the numbers advantage, they go even deeper into the paint. You love to see it from PRX. They play the maps when they need to. They start off with just all-inning on each site. That really throws off DFM's reads and their tempo. But now PRX just staying ahead of the mind games to begin with. I mean, obviously, crispy shots help, but I think it's a little more than that, as you're always just going to have the comfort knowing that the main forces are strong enough to break through, and now, once again, looks to be a bit of an all-in setup. We'll see if Mind Freak eventually rotates back out towards mid.
Yeah, there's a lot of ults here. This makes a lot of sense to use the K ult. They've been saving it, but this is, again, makes the most sense. Got Killjoy ult, Harbor ult, Sova ult. You would imagine the DFM go for just an ult screens, and then they can just Sova ult the corner. And I think they might have messed up. I think they can combo a little bit better than this. Yeah, I think PRX would be happy with what's going on.
Flood their way out of the Raptors, but Defy has other ideas. It's another 3K for him. I believe his third of the game so far. Now that Anthem able to find one apiece, bringing this back into a 2v3. They do have an operator, and there's just not enough time. Anthem,
yeah, they messed up. So the better way to do this is Killjoy ult into Harbor ult into Sova ult when they're going into this area, which is free.
3 ultimates committed here for
DFM and then just messed up the order. And that's devastating. That's pretty much
kind of gave them that opportunity as well, because they used the null command right off the rip. So you just say, okay, we're going to hang back. You use the Reckoning to push them back. You don't want to have to clear out every single corner. I don't
songs are my workout playlist. I just like heavy screaming stuff, man. Like when I'm working out, I like really heavy stuff like Slaughter to Prevail kind of.
It didn't actually mean much, so you still had to commit the lockdown, and then you're still trying to clear out the corners that never were checked.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
And it happens to be Uncle Devi, just comfy in his corner.
Performance coach? I mean, performance coach is just to make you try and make sure you don't crumble. Essentially, yeah. So you can play it, play at your best, play at your peak.
That does sound like such a relaxing day. Yeah. First down, and okay, good straight shots there from Cess. Sort of something for a little bit more. Plant now going to be coming through behind the wall.
just going to be backing out. Devi might consider, if he's actually able to get the pick onto Anthem, Devi could become a menace in mid, just constantly drawing out a lot more attention.
It's just, oh my god, he's just feeling it.
I mean,
Just
so
poking,
calm.
prodding, playing around with Anthem, and then says, actually, for real though, I'm just going to wide swing.
Well,
Takes it
Whoa.
down, Mind Freak as well. Wanting to get involved as far as the multi-kills are concerned.
yeah,
It's
I mean,
himself 3K.
it's a shame, man.
Correct.
That last round just
victory.
wrecked everything.
There
It was way
is
too
just
many
something
odds.
so
They were actually doing
oddly
alright up until
scary
that point, to be
watch
honest.
PRX play so calmly.
Mama Bench
and yet
Fishy,
still
morning.
retain
Did you get any
the
sleep?
same
Yeah,
mechanical
it
prowess.
wasn't
I
too
mean,
bad.
I think this is
Like,
what a lot of PRX fans
5.5
were probably
maybe?
wanting to see. And I know, obviously,
That's actually not bad.
PRX, sure.
and then
But
I'll
these
just
are
snap
the
a little bit
matches
later.
again in the past where they would go the craziest. It would be W key all the way. It'd be hunting for aces. It'd be hunting for those clutches. And now everyone just going for the small
Getting
jiggles,
lucky in
not
Americas
always
at the
going for
moment.
the same
Sometimes
wide
there's
swing,
always like
anything
a
that.
2-0.
They're really making sure that they are in the zone
Jim the
every
Nap
single
will just
round
snap?
so
Yeah,
far.
Jim the Nap.
0 point, not going to be seeing much of anything there. Cess, oh, eats that full flash, and is lucky to be alive. Takes it around to its back side, but wall now raised up. Plan can come through once more. Jing, not too far off, having a second res here of the half. Pit now going to be invested from Mind Freak just to really make things more difficult for DFM. Fishing through the wall, trying to find some stray headshots, but it looks like May wants to try to get a tempo here, but no, actually just waits
Oh,
for
that recon.
May. That opens up the firing squad. May up over the top of Yellow.
Yeah, doing the Polly move.
It's down below, Forsaken still standing, but only 14 HP, but he still manages to find himself a second elimination. Pushing forward, able to find it now. It's all on Mind Freak. Pit still in play.
Oh, big molly.
Been back to being
Big molly.
clutch king here for PRX. Can he do it again? Finds the first, the bite to the leg.
No way.
And now it's the 1v1.
No, the
Mind Freak, he
2v5.
does it again.
Can't catch a break. It was
Triple
nicely done
clutch
though. He played it
PRX.
perfect.
No
So
end in
perfect.
sight to this onslaught, now 9-2.
I mean, this is what's
If you're
planned out from
DFM
the
there, you
beginning,
gotta go.
right?
You
The
gotta
spike
go
is
heavier.
planted
You
out
gotta
on
send
that
it
wider
heavier.
angle, so you can get an easy snake fight without having to have some crazy
Maybe
lineup from all the way
add some more
back.
spams in.
And the alarm bot was set up.
Hard to know he's on the floor here until he gets that kill.
What a reaction on that swing out from Neth. I mean, Neth heard the snake fight. He thought he had a moment.
It looks cleaner.
But Mind
Genji,
Freak's
PRX.
quick to the trigger.
Genji looked cleaner, but
Ice
that's also
Cold
including
bringing
Breeze.
PRX
Now
to
Breeze is out.
9.
I'm a little bit interested to see
Jeez.
I'm looking for
if Genji
10
look
into
as
half.
convincing, because they lost their best map. That's pretty
Lines
huge.
popped here. Oh, both sides.
Something he wants the challenge. He's not going to give it to him, though. Obviously, DFM, they would
Is PRX
gas
ult cycling good?
1-3
Like
on the
really
board.
good. But they kind of have like a plan of how they wanted to do stuff, right? Because they saved the KO ult for like
Just gonna
what,
have to
3
back
rounds,
out off
maybe
of
even
that.
4 rounds. Like they were waiting for
He's been
the
going
big round
deep
when
whenever he has
DFM
the
were going to use them all.
opportunity. Now, PRX, they're going to check for most of this, but
That's
not
the point
up
them
top.
slow.
No,
Let me put this up a
he's
bit.
able to drop one. But now he's in a very committed
Could be
position, and
better
the flash fully connects.
My
This is
god,
gonna
he
be an
ate
easy
that
trade out
flash.
there. Zavai picks up the kill. May pushing forward, trying to spot out whether or not they've rotated across, but a little bit late to the arrival, so it doesn't necessarily know whether they're
How do you
over at
decide
garage
on
or
ult
not.
cycling? It's a bit of like looking
you're
at
hearing
your
the
ults,
KO,
looking
so
at
he's
their
gonna
ults,
get
and
shifted
then
over.
He's trying to sell it for Forsaken,
obviously
doing what he can to try to get them
you know
committed
what
over
the
to B
perfect
side, but
world
DFM,
outcome is,
they're
and you
still
know what your
staying
plan
stagnant.
is, and then sometimes
players with May
you might have to
lingering
use
in
other ults if it goes wrong.
May can get this. This is a good read.
30 seconds left.
Forsaken similarly reading it, and he finds a headshot, just not quite steady enough there from May. Interrupt on the
Dude,
plant,
22 seconds to
remaining.
plant.
DFM
2 people
trying to
here,
run the clock down, and Anthem
and
somehow
do
moves away with
good
that
amount.
elimination.
Whoa.
Mind Freak over top of the box, finds the first, spots out the feet, and Jing gets a finisher on Neth.
I thought it might happen when they got one.
Down to Cess to see whether or not they can
Yeah,
get
with the
that
plan,
free
they
kill.
get the
Now
res
he's
as
put
well,
no one
really to
forward.
secure it.
I mean,
Do?
you know, he said
Yeah,
they'll have
it's
to
not
go
enough.
through him, but right now it's him
Is
that
that
has to
all
go
round,
through
right?
the
That
near
all round,
entirety of PRX.
the big one.
Not
Mind
going to be able
Freak.
to find a
They got
single
some good
kill.
stuff to
I
learn
mean,
from the
May
board already,
staying
though.
in mid there to try to cut off Forsaken. I don't mind it at all, right? Because you've already accepted that you kind of bit the bait, and you're saying, okay, well, we're weaker on the A side. Let's not fight it. Let's not try to rush over there. But hey, if I can get this kill, we'll actually have the numbers advantage on the retake. Unfortunately, over adjusts on his jiggle out to the left. And Forsaken's going to be quick on that reaction for a 10-2 half.
Well, it's looking like a breezy day so far here for the side
They're
of
not pushing
PRX.
post plant. Nah, I'm telling you, ever since Shanghai,
victory here.
they got
previous fan sign said,
they got a lot more discipline. They got a lot more control, and it's not even discipline. Like they're actually just defaulting more. They're actually trying to extend, actually adding in
the one around that
to
rotate
play
over to A
normally.
where they're just running out of time.
Like how other
There
teams
hasn't
play
really
is
been
how they're playing on
anything
some of these rounds.
Explosive, questionable,
That's
surprising.
something they don't do
They're
too
just
much.
playing this straight up. It's like you said, it's weird to see how calm they're remaining.
It's almost everything about this is weird, right? The coach cam is still, the players are caught.
Did everyone take like melatonin before this? Just feeling
They are becoming boring.
Yeah. The performance
the issue is
here for
that
PRX.
good Valorant is boring.
But honestly, I mean, even
That's
when they
the
push
issue.
out to Snowman once they get the plant, they're not
That is
overextending. They're
the
just trying to
big
make sure that they
issue.
have a variety of angles, and once they decide that it's disadvantageous, they'll back out. And these are the calls we used to not see consistently enough from PRX. We'll see how it goes as they pick up 2 sheriffs this time, and both sides actually, DFM in favor of the long-range firepower as well.
Does that mean they're losing the identity
Alright,
of
well,
W
this
Gaming?
needs to
Nah,
be-
I mean they'll still have that, but
Absolutely incredible
do
attack
you know what it
inside
used to
from
be?
DFM, and it has to
Because they
start with the
did
pistol round
kind of
win.
used to
PRX
do
were
this,
able to
but it
take the
used to
first one off the
be
back of that divide,
PRX would do
3K
mental.
clutch.
Then if they started
DFM
losing
get that
timeout, then they would
first
play
victory
normal. So it's
under
the
their
fact they
belt.
started to add this into here now, so
DFM once again no flashes, and that
don't
recon.
have to like
It has to get you so
have
much value,
Alex
so
be
it's
like,
gonna
okay
clear out
guys,
pipes for now. It clears out both
I'll
sides.
play with
but
discipline.
You're kind of stuck here for the time being.
It's
You know,
W
everybody's
in
here
moderation.
to
Yeah,
defend.
that is
Yeah,
the
I mean,
perfect summary.
It's just Cess pushing forward over towards green. Right now lingering in garage with something. The sheriff staring down on that angle.
I like that they wait for the screen to go down.
Let's just everybody tucked away, Forsaken waiting for some noise. Sends out that flash. Medusa able to
Oh my god, this
find
guy
one.
ate it.
Anthem almost finding that kill after he regains his
That's
vision.
so
but
funny.
ultimately it's going to be
The rest
Jing,
of his
last
team's
one standing on
insane
this
though.
side of the site. Pushes
Surely
forward,
they
gets a
don't win
right
this.
click. May going to be taken down.
2v4?
Into the wall, broken open.
Oh
swings
my.
in, Jing finds net,
Oh
looks
my
for
god, I
Medusa,
thought it was
cannot
gonna
make it
literally
happen.
be on his
Something
head.
over now.
And this guy's gonna
Medusa's
start
rotation
knowing
over.
there's a
Flanking
lark here.
Medusa's hands.
Because it's
Just
like
misses the timing to be able to get the spot out.
that
Cess
other
now
guy would have
works
played
forward.
together, so he should
into
start
mid.
expecting this towards his right
Yeah,
soon.
and I mean, says he can stick around for a little bit. They're going to choose to try to pinch back onto A, but this could give
Right.
that opportunity for 2 1v1s here from something. The timing has to be perfect from DFM.
Wonder if he's just got someone watching his
Forward,
right
there's
here.
a push out.
Holy,
so
that's insane
The
how fast
instant
he reacts to
reaction.
that.
finds the kill.
is not
now
human.
Medusa hightailing it out, trying to work his way over towards B. Does have the time, something not on the chase quite just yet. Just hanging back, but it's a single shot from this sheriff to put him down.
Well, I mean, good news for Medusa. He's also got a sheriff. Just got to land the headshot.
Unbelievable.
At least there's some hope in that realm.
Realistically, just has the one opportunity, though.
He expects that? No, he honestly was expecting it. You're not wrong.
Position here
I'm
in,
not
catch a
expecting
shot,
this though.
connects something. Down to 45, both of them just
Like
a
he was
one tap.
expecting it for sure, but still.
The drip down. Shots exchanged, looking for the flick. Cannot make it happen. A single bullet remaining there in the cylinder. Something able to reload. Medusa opting to remain quiet. Time ticking. Spotted on the shoulder.
Oh, nice. I mean,
Medusa
very lovely
takes
round from
it
Medusa.
down. A 4-piece here from DFM's Killjoy. They get themselves that third round win.
We'll see.
Right through the corner of yellow as well
how
on that
much they can
container. Medusa played that so calmly. Knew that every time that something would go back for another peak, that he just had to keep repositioning and slowly back out. He's not actually playing for the kill the entire time, slowly backing out. But first of all, I mean, DFM being somewhat ready for that pop flash. That's where it all starts. He cut that
She had
noise,
really
and
good
Medusa,
positions.
He's got to
Like
come
this
up big on some of these
little-
rounds, and he does. He delivers.
The jewels
on the
here
first round of his
really
half.
favored them just because of this